Hello students, greetings of the day. Today, as part of our class, we are going to write an essay. I have already sent you this morning a video where I have taught you in depth about descriptive essays, how to write a descriptive essay. And we are going to write such a descriptive, a descriptive essay today. And the topic is, please listen carefully, you went for an excursion with your friends to a hilly area. Suddenly there was a heavy downpour, flood and landslides. Downpour means heavy rain, flood of course after the rain, and landslides also because of the heavy rain. You were confined there for 3 days. Describe your experience. This is what you have to write. Okay. So now what you have to do is that, see, you went for an excursion. Now you have to think in the first part of your essay, how you happen to go for an excursion with your friends. Okay. Now it may be a holiday season or New Year season. Okay. Or maybe after the lockdown, months of lockdown, you got a little freedom and your friends together want to enjoy. That's the reason why you got together and decide to go for a excursion. Okay, maybe 1 or 2 days excursion program you went. Okay, so that you will have to explain, and you also have to say that your excursion was to a hilly area. Okay, so best time is summer vacation. That's the time that you can go to hilly areas and enjoy, because the climate is moderate there in hilly areas. Okay, a lot of tourists come, like that you also went. Hilly area means the climbing. Okay, you have this zigzag roads will be there with the hairpin turnings or curves and all those kind of things. You have to carefully drive, but once you reach the hill station, it is cold, chill, nice and all that. So you were there. Now, 1 or 2 days you enjoyed. In the next paragraph you write all that the enjoyment that you had. Okay, maybe for 1 or 2 times you had planned to cook your food, so you had taken everything in your own vehicle. So you cooked your food, you are cooking of your food and sharing, eating and all that. Okay, and the certain games that you played. Okay, the little river or lake that is there where you took bath, and then boating in these places. Okay, and then normally hill stations will have various types of flower gardens. So some of the flower gardens that you visited, you may have horse riding, you would have done some purchase. All those interesting things that you did, the rest you had in the hotel rooms, all that could be mentioned in the next paragraph. And in the next paragraph could be your preparations to return. Okay. Of course, if the landslide takes in that place, since it is a little developed area because of picnic spot, you may not have much trouble to face. Okay, so imagine that you got ready to travel, you packed up everything, the things that you bought and all those kind of things, and you finish 1 or 2 days of excursion or even more days. Okay, and you decided to return. You returned, you started your journey. After a few hours, not very far from the picnic, this particular area location that you went, maybe because I told you hill roads you cannot drive fast, it will take time. So after a few hours of drive, suddenly the atmosphere became very cloudy, dark, cold, and heavy rain started. The rain was so heavy that the driver could not drive your car. He could not see through the glass ahead the roads. So heavily water was flowing and it became very dark, and the floodlights of your car, though driver could not penetrate through the darkness. So finally he said, we cannot drive fast and drive further, let us stop for a while that rain gets over. So you stayed at the roadside. And you saw many people like you who were traveling also had to stop their vehicles because they could not drive further, very dark. You stayed like that thinking that the rain will be over now. It went on like that all night. The rain continued. So you were staying in the car, talking, joking, making fun. Okay, maybe eating a little biscuits or some fried items that you had carried. If you had some hot coffee kept in your flask, enjoyed all that. But morning, when the day broke, it was not bright. It was again dark, and only thing the rain stopped for a while. It was very cloudy, cool, and all that. But you could see, and when you saw, you realized that there are a few cars right in front of you and a few cars right behind you. But both in front and at the back, huge blocks of rock, big trees, and large quantity of mud got displaced from the top areas, have come and settled on the road. God's grace that nothing happened to you or to your vehicle. And you realize that it is not possible for you to travel immediately. You got out of your car and you looked from the top where you are standing down the hill roads to the plains, and you saw many places vehicles stranded and large trees fallen across the road, big blocks of rocks, large quantities of mud resettled on the road. You could also hear from top, here you cannot see like that, but from the top you could also hear the crying and loud talk of people who were also affected like you. So you write all this. Then some of you who are courageous enough, who are willing to walk and take risk, decided to go back because you are not too far from the place, location from where you had your excursion and you are returning. So it is close by. Close by means not very close. A few hours you have to walk now, but you decided to go back with two intentions. One, to purchase some food for you all, because you know today you will not be able to travel. Second, there must be some government offices in that area like Panchayat office, block office and things like that, to lodge a complaint that this has happened, we cannot go from here. And as you went back, people like you who are stranded, many of them joined you. So with the sticks in your hand, okay, maybe your shoes are all in your hand because they are not getting grip because mud is loose, slushy, and you cannot, when you keep your leg, it goes deep into the mud, and with the shoes you cannot do that. So like that, talking, making fun, you walked in a big group. A lot of people as you walked, they all joined because everyone needs to buy something and all that. So you all walked back, reached the top of the center where you made your complaints, and there they said, yes, we know all about it. We were arranging, gathering manforce, our own staff as well as other young willing people. We are collected, we will be sending out people to clear the road. We will start soon. And then you went into the shop, as I told you, since on the top in the plains, much damage is not there, so people are moving around. A few shops are open. You bought with the money that you had enough for you as well as for your people in the car. When you finished all this, it was quite afternoon. You started to walk back, and soon it became very dark. Rain started. You had to protect your food, and there was no light. Somehow, with the little charge that was available in the mobile phone, putting on the torch, and with a lot of struggle, by middle of the night, you reached back to your car. As you came, all others would come with you one by one. When they reached their own cars, left you. Finally, you are the ones to reach your car last. And when you came back, they were all waiting for you, very tired, hungry, worried. Okay, so you gave them some good news that the municipality people or the government officials, staff have started working. It might take 1 or 2 days to get clear off, but they started all the work. You will be able to go soon. You gave them that good news, and you also gave them the food that you had bought. You all together had some you kept for tomorrow because you do not know what will happen tomorrow, and you rested in the car itself. But with a worry, if again it rains, again landslide comes, it might come on our car and all, whether we will be alive or not, we do not know. This worry was there, but still you managed. And next day, when the day broke, you started to look for some human habitations here and there, and on your search you found one or two families here and there where you went for your various help and you managed till the road was cleared and you slowly reached back. This is what you have to write in your essay. Okay, little more if you want, you can imagine as per your imagination and make it. Fine. So please listen to this carefully and do that. Thank you.